For a way to get your shoulders a little bit less sticky and stuck, let's start with a few shoulder rolls. This is going to be like the pre-test. So note how your shoulder rolls feel, and hopefully in a few minutes they're going to feel a lot smoother, more mobile, bigger range of motion. Just better in general. So now shoulders down, circle your head, same thing. Notice how this feels, and then we can compare it later where hopefully it'll feel better. Reverse the direction, other side. All right, so come on down to your hands and knees and start with some simple cat-cows. So strongly push your arms against the floor, tighten up your abs, stabilizing through your legs, like you can imagine pushing your knees outwards, and push yourself up into a big spinal flexion, which is the cat. And then reverse, arch your back into the cow. Push the floor away, reverse back up into cat. Inhale, lower to cow. Exhale, push up into cat. One more round. Cow and cat. From here, tuck the toes under, push the ground away and hover your knees. Can you keep that cat position as you're holding or hovering the knees off the floor? Lower the knees, relax the toes if you'd like. Arch into cow. From here, attempt to glide your shoulder blades down away from your ears and start to rock back towards your heels while maintaining your arch. So keep the tailbone up. You should feel like you're sort of sinking into a squat, but with like an arched lower back. That's it. All right, now come back to a neutral spine. Find your abs. Glide your shoulder blades down away from your ears and lock your elbows. From here, lower your chest so that the shoulder blades come together. If you're trying to pinch by your spine, then press the floor away, lift your chest up. Good, repeat. Lower your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Notice if you're bending the elbows, try to keep them straight. And then push away. 3 more, lower your chest, straight elbows, press away. Press farther than you think you can go while keeping your spine straight. 2 more, lower, press up, try to go higher than you think you can. Once more, lower, and lift. From here, shrug your shoulders up to your ears, which means your pelvis is going to have to pull back. And then start to circle your shoulders. Chest goes down, forward, up, and back. This should feel a bit like a choo-choo train type shoulder motion, if that helps you to visualize the circle of the shoulders. Or think about your chest doing a big circular motion. Reverse the direction. Usually one direction feels easier than the other. Totally normal. Still keep the elbows locked and your body strong, so your spine is moving as one piece here. Good. Next, sit back towards your heels. Walk your hands in a step, and again, push strong through your arms. Shoulders down at all times. Pull your arm up like you're pulling a lawnmower string or pulling a bow and arrow. And as you're in this twisted position, push the floor away, pull your shoulder towards the ceiling, and again, check your shoulder blade, glide it down away from your ear. Then reach up to the sky, keep lengthening the distance between your hands. Shoulders still down, reach down towards your hip, rotate your palm back, and reach the back of your knuckles towards your lower back, and then roll your shoulder blade back to allow you to reach farther towards your opposite hip back pocket. Whew. Hopefully you feel a bit of a stretch here. Maybe the ribs, maybe stretching the shoulder. Let's move in and out of that stretch. Rotate forward back to neutral. Roll your shoulder blade back and down and twist again. Look up towards the ceiling. 3 more. Lower. Push the floor away, twist, look up and back. Reverse, lower. And again, push away, lift, and twist. One more time. Lower, push, lift, and twist. Hold there. Reach your arm long behind you again. Pull your shoulder blade back and down as best you can. And then rotate your arm like a corkscrew or a screwdriver type motion as far as you can in both directions. All right, return to the center, other side. Strong body, tight spine, and then twist by pulling your elbow up like you're pulling a lawnmower string or bow and arrow. Find the distance between your hand and your elbow. Lower the shoulder, extend the arm up, and reach. Lower your arm down, flip your palm, and reach your hand behind your lower back to the opposite hip. Roll your shoulder blade back to get the maximum twist in your spine. Reverse, coming back to neutral, lower your chest. Roll your shoulder blade back, push the floor away, twist. Use your eyes to help you go to your maximum twist. 4 more, 3 more. Lower, push, twist. Look up and back. Return to neutral. Push, twist. Check that shoulder blade. Can you pull it farther back and down? Maybe you reach farther with your hand around the hip. Once more. Return to neutral and then push away, twist, look. Lengthen your arm behind you and start to screwdriver the arm in and out. 3 more, 2, and 1. Walk your hands forward and return to your hands and knees. Wrists under shoulder, knees under hips. Tuck your toes. This time, keep your spine neutral or maybe a little bit arched, but not a full arch. Engage your abs. Hover your knees off the floor. Without moving anything except for one ankle, point your foot, lifting the toes off the floor, which will mean you're only on 3 points of contact with the ground. If you can maintain your stability, attempt to hover your opposite hand off the floor as well. Whew, so much fun. All right, return to neutral, other side. Find your core, point the other foot. Optional, lift the other hand. Hopefully you're not falling over. Hopefully your wrist feels okay. Come back to neutral. Let's do 2 more sets if you're with me. Point your foot, lift the hand, hold 3, 2, 1, switch. Make sure you didn't lift up. Keep your knees low. Point the other foot, lift the hand, hold 3, 2, 1. Return, last set. Point the foot, lift the hand, 3, 2, 1. Last one, stay low, stay neutral. Point the foot, lift the hand, hold 3, 2, 1. Whew. Flip over and sit on your butt. Next, place your hands behind you. And they're about maybe a little wider than your shoulders. Definitely not too wide, but not too narrow that you can't straighten your arms. So find a spot where you can straighten your arms. Doesn't have to be easy. Roll your shoulder blades back and down and puff up your chest. From here, try to pull your shoulders down away from your ears. And then keep your shoulders there, but pull the ribs down with your abs. So now your spine and your ribs are neutral again. While keeping your ribs down, keep rotating your shoulder blades onto your ribs in the back to find your mid-back muscles. Can you keep them there as you let go with one hand and reach up? So by keeping them there, it's really just the arm that's on the floor. This one is no longer engaged, obviously. Keep pushing your hand on the floor. Keep the ribs down with your abs and reach. From here, press your feet into the floor, lift your hips into a table, and my base arm is very actively pushing the floor away, keeping the shoulder away from my ear. Optional, reach overhead to make it a little more challenging, lift the hips. Oh, breathe, and then come back down, return to that starting position. Both hands into the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Start by puffing up your chest again. Pull the ribs down with your abs, and keep pivoting your shoulder blades back and together to find your mid-back muscles. From there, let go with the other hand. Drive your arm into the floor, keeping this back and shoulder muscles engaged. Lift the hips. Attempt to keep the shoulder away from your ear as much as possible, and then optional, reach overhead for more challenge. Hold and breathe. If this bothers your wrist too much, definitely back off. You want happy wrist. And then come back down. Shake out your hands. Place the backs of your hands together. Lower your elbows to get the reverse stretch in the wrist. Whew, almost done. Next, keep your elbows soft, fingers facing back. Now I have a little micro bend in my elbows. You want to maintain that versus locking the elbows. You might end up with some elbow pain. And then start walking your butt forward while keeping your shoulders wide and your shoulders down. Once you find a good stretch, hang out and breathe. Notice my elbows are still soft. And try puffing your chest up and sinking it down. Go back and forth. This makes me think of that cat-cow motion. It's just in an awkward position. Whew. If you need to come out of this position at any time, do so. If you're still feeling good here, lift your chest up and then pivot your knees to one side and lengthen that top hip and knee away from you to get more twist in your ribs. You may feel it in the ribs or the shoulder or both. Other side, twist. Lengthen the hip away from you, lengthen the knee away from you on the top side. Breathe. Woo. Come on out, wiggle those hands out of that position, shake them out. You try that same wrist stretch if you need to. All right, there's a ton more we can do here. Let's retest the shoulders. Let's see if they feel a little bit better. In the head. All right, let's do one more thing. Coming back to all fours. Sit back towards the heels. And you need your hands a little closer than you have in all fours. Okay. From here, let's reach behind you again. Roll the shoulder blade back and flip your palm and bicep towards the ceiling. And then reverse, rotate the other way as far as possible. Notice I'm trying to keep my shoulder blade away from my ear. Next, place the back of your hand as high as you can on your back. Between the shoulder blades would be like the ultimate goal. I'm definitely not quite there. Next, pull your shoulder blade back and then attempt to hover your hand off your back. Keep that hover and reach back behind you as far as possible. From there, lift your arm up to the ceiling if you have any more flexibility in your shoulder. Once you can't go any farther, pause that position and rotate your shoulder and arm in the opposite direction, and then continue circling overhead. From there, bend your elbow, reach behind your back again, reach between the shoulder blades. Attempt to pull your shoulder blade and your elbow up towards the ceiling to roll the shoulder blade back, and then hover your hand off your back. I'm only a few millimeters off my back, but it's a lot of work. Keep that hover and reach overhead. Good. Thumb up, reach as high as you can. And hold. Reverse the twist of your arm, and then continue circling to finish. Whew. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Hopefully that shoulder feels a little more loosey-goosey, especially if you can compare to both sides. All right, so all fours, step the hands back, sit, reach back behind you. Reach and start by rotating your arm upwards, so bicep and palm up. As far as you can, shoulder down, arm long. Reverse, rotate in. So reaching the arm, but now knuckles down, shoulders internally rotated. Bring your hand behind your back. Reach up between the shoulder blades as high as possible. In this position, try to roll that shoulder back, open your chest, and then lift your hand off your back, hover. Should be a lot of work. Keep that hover and reach back again. My arm is still internally rotated. Keep that as you reach away from you, and then see if you can lift up any higher. It may not be very far, it's okay. Pause, reverse the rotation of your arm, and then continue circling overhead. Next, bend the elbow, reach behind your back. Reach as far as you can. Take a moment and roll your shoulder blade back and down. And then hover your hand off your mid-back. You should feel your back muscle really working hard here. My shoulder is as far away from my ear as I can. Keep that hover and reach overhead. Thumb up, lift as high as possible. You may already be there. And then reverse the rotation of your arm. Continue circling behind you. Reach as far as you possibly can. Good. Relax. Test out those shoulders again. Shoulders down, tickle your head. Each way. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that process and it made you feel a little more open in your chest and shoulders.